Hey, what's up, you all? I'm Carefree. I have autism. And, yeah, as you can see, I'm doing a Let's Play of Delta Force 2. It's been a hot minute since I played this game. Very nostalgic. I believe this one came out in 1999, a year after the first one. And I remember playing the first one as
48 hours ago, contact was.
this was a pretty advanced game for the time. You look at it now, those of you born in the early to mid 2000s would be looking at this thinking, what kind of shit game is this? Well, this game was state of the art. I mean, compared to all the games we got nowadays, yeah, I guess I could see why some people may say it's shit, but this was pretty damn good for 1999. And in my opinion, this is one of the greatest tactical games ever made of that era. And I still have a lot of fun playing it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have the game on my computer anyway, if I didn't like it. But I know there's a lot of people who have, who were born in the early 2000s who may think otherwise and think of this game like, this game's kind of, there's some flaws with it, graphically. And a lot of that could be due to the fact that this is an older game running on a newer PC. Well, the PC, or the gaming laptop, so to speak, I'm running this on is not necessarily that new. I mean, it's a 2017 MSI, but still, it's an older. Anytime you take an older game and run it on more modern day PCs, there's always like some kind of flaw with it, where certain things don't work the way they're supposed to. But I think, if memory serves me correctly, even back then, a lot of games like this had, some flaws. There were certain parts of the level where you could see through walls, where enemies, if they were close enough to a wall, their hands would actually go through it, and you could be on the other side and see their hand. And even in a lot of instances, their hand goes to the wall, you shoot it, and they die. Like, you're not supposed to be able to do that, but there's a lot of technical flaws. But nobody cared because, it's the late 90s, and these kind of games were very, were still kind of new. They've been out for, maybe a few years at the time. And when I say a few years, I'm talking about maybe 2 or 3 years, maybe. Not even that. Because one of the earliest tactical first-person shooters like this, one of the earliest ones that served me in my memory is Rainbow Six. The first Rainbow Six. My first experience playing that would be on the Nintendo 64. But of course there was a PC edition of that, which I've also last year installed through Good Old Games, GOG. And there were a lot of technical flaws because I would go around the level making sure that all the hostiles were eliminated. I would save the hostages that I needed, and I just spent hours and hours just going through the level making sure I got everything because I was stuck. Like, the level was supposed to end right there when you saved the hostages, but like, there was a lot of technical flaws. I don't know if that has to do anything with the fact that it's an older game running on modern day PCs, and that that it's just a technical flaw with things like that. I don't really understand the entire science behind older games running on modern day PCs and why they mess up, but all I know is that they do. That some older games like this one that you're watching right now happen to mess up on modern day PCs, or it doesn't work like it's supposed to. Like, I'm no tech guru. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know the science behind it. With all the computer classes I took back in high school and some in college, like, I still don't understand, like I said for the bajillionth time, why older games don't work as well on modern day PCs. Like, older games like these, of course, that are like 20 plus years old as of this point. So yeah, 1999. So it's 2024 right now. So that would technically make the game almost about 25 years old. Wow.